It's out of the Facebook. Okay, we are live.
Hey,
I'm so excited to be here today with y'all. I have my
how's fun? Hey, everybody, come on in.
Great. Come on in. I'm gonna pop out a few places here also. Christina is on. Hi, Christina. How are you?
All right. Now we're going to get this figured out so I can see what's going on.
I know.
There we go.
This is a
Hey,
little
Christina, I see your comment.
Oh, good. You can see the comments. I was wondering. I was like, oh, I hope you can see the comments.
I don't see them on the main screen, but I can see them on my second device. So we'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be good. Yeah. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Wendy. Hey.
Hello.
So for folks who don't know me, my name's Amanda with Simply Flames Art. I am one of the admins of the ATC Mystery Box. And today I have my friend Cheryl with me. Cheryl, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Cheryl. My page is Mama P's Crafty Creations. And I love what Amanda does in the art world. And I love ATC. So I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited. I was so happy that you wanted to be live with me. I was like, yay. Y'all, we normally send a package. Well, I have been so busy with Christmas and so busy with everything. Like I let this date slip up on me and I didn't send the package. And but we all know Mama P's got like a little bit of everything. So
I got some stuff.
Got some stuff. She like me, she got some stuff. And so when I was like, oh no, I was like, I need somebody who has stuff. And so I was the Mama P because I know she got the stuff. So if you're new to artist trading cards, let us know. Have you ever done them? Do you not know what they are? Let us know. Hey, Maureen. And Dolores is here, and Diane is here. Wow.
Hello.
Folks here.
Hey, Capri. Angela, how are you? So good to see you guys. I'm freezing. I'm out in the craft hut today because my cleaning lady is here, and I'm not getting in her way. If somebody's going to clean my house, they can have it. They can absolutely have it. So the heater's going, but it's catching up here. So that's why. That's why the hand rubbing's going on. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Kathy. So, Amanda, do you want to talk a little bit about the artist trading card deal before we start?
Yeah, I can. And so I'll put a little link out there too. The wait list is open now. The wait list is usually always open unless the cart's open. But the cart will open on. Hold on, I obviously can't type and talk at the same time.
I cannot either, sister. I cannot. Hey, Leslie. Mindy, how are you? Cindy. Hey, girls.
So what it is it's a package that we send out, and I should have grabbed one. It's a package that we send out that has all kind of different like little supplies in it for you to create artist trading cards. And so we include like 3 cards and then all kind of ephemera. And it's, it can be pages from old books or magazines or just like ephemera, like this type stuff, and stickers and little flowers and fun papers and textures, and sometimes there's even a little bit of a supply or a little bit of like a surprise thing in there. And we do handmade stuff in there, and it's just a really fun package. It's kind of like getting a little Christmas package every year or every month because you don't know what's in it. And then we open them together and we create artist trading cards with them. And then we have, the community where we do a workshop. We have where we're live in there. And then we have where we have the ability to swap the cards. And if you've never seen a little trading card, here's a few of mine, just a few that I've done live. and we create together. And so when we open our box, we go through all the supplies and we create some trading cards. And then on the back, it has a little thing where you put on the back that, you fill out like your date and all of that, your name. Usually I'm lame and I don't do it. And I just write my name and the date on them, which I haven't even done these yet. And so that's usually what I end up doing. So anyway, you want to get started creating some?
You bet. You bet. Well, I pulled out some of my vintage cards. So I got these beautiful, I love these. Look at this, these beautiful rose.
Yay.
So I love them to have a pretty back. And then I never put my name on the back either. I decorate on the face side and then keep that. So,
yeah, I usually decorate on the back side unless it's a decorative one like yours, and then I preserve that and decorate on the other side. But yeah,
for sure.
Flip back and forth.
Do you put anything on yours as a base, Amanda? Like, you're more art centered than me, so I usually throw down some matte medium, but I don't really know why.
Usually I put well, it depends on what I'm doing. If I want like the back to show through a little bit, I'll just put a little gesso on it.
Okay.
If I'm going to be covering it entirely, I just like cover it with, put down some glue and just pop the paper on and go. Yeah. Okay. And so it sort of just depends on what, I don't know, the moment it strikes me.
I hear you.
I do normally paint. That is what I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Is I teach folks how to paint. That is my sort of, if you would say, my one major love. But art is my love of all things, and so I love to be creative. And in one of the boxes last month, we got these awesome little cards.
Oh, those are cute.
They are, aren't they? And I have two in this pile somewhere. I have a U and an E.
Ew.
Ew, right? You love junk journaling. Well, see, that's the thing about the ATCs is that they are a perfect accompaniment to a junk journal.
I think so too, because they're like a beautiful tag or something that you can make it advance and then add anytime. I love them for that.
Add into, or they can be for like an affirmation card or just something that you add, like just a little journal card that you want to add something to your junk journal. And so I think they're perfect for that. I know a lot of times in the first of the year, there's a lot of like affirmations going on and people have their word of the year. I don't know if you have one or not, but I know a lot of people do that.
Yeah. Are you doing one?
I am. And I will have to say, in years past, I had picked a word and I can't say it lasted beyond the first like 5 days.
Yeah.
And kind of like, I'm going to lose that weight this year.
I got it this year. I'm doing it all year.
Until day 2 comes along and that recipe comes out that I see and I'm thinking, I got to try that. And so much like I'm doing it this year, regardless. I saw a TikTok like that just, it just cracked me up. And so, but I'm like, that is so me.
There I am.
Here I am, day 2. I need a cheat day.
I love the one where they're looking in the mirror and they're like checking to see if my salad is working yet, right? So I check it out in the mirror to see if that salad I ate yesterday has worked yet.
Has it worked? Usually the answer is no, it has not.
So I really really the first thing that gets me with an ATC card is the blank canvas thing. Like I see it, sometimes I get a little frozen. So My
Me too.
practice is always I just slap something on them. So I've just got some old book pages here, some words. Let's see, I can't find my camera yet. Some words, some hymn. This is a math book, like that's appropriate, but
Mhm.
and a shorthand book. So I find that if I get something on the card, everything gets easier after that.
Right. I find it too. I find that the same way. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I thought I was
Yeah.
streaming in there already. She said she put us in the Shell Bells Creative Sanctuary.
Excellent. Hey, Miss Anne Marie, I sent you a package today, girl. I owed you one, and I got it in the mail today. Look at me go. Being
Ooh,
on.
and everybody loves some Happy Mail, don't they?
That's right. We have a little swap group, and I'm the worst. Like I'm the last one to go. Oh my gosh, I didn't send my swap.
Everyone's in my swap. I know. I do the same thing. We have a secret sister in the ATC group. We had a little secret sister swap, and we are having a party actually this afternoon, later, and opening the things we swapped. And I was like, the last minute getting mine out, but it's supposed to be delivered today. So I'm like praying that
You made it then. You made it.
before before the party. And it's just like, really, Amanda? But it's I tell you, and I know you have the same thing because you're creative too, and the holidays, fourth quarter is just so tough to
It
get
is. And it's, of course, the exact same time that everything in your life is full, right?
right.
So that kind of gets you double, I think, or gets me double.
It gets me double too because you've got like Christmas and you got to get ready for that, and everyone is buying, which is awesome, and and you have all your packaging and all your stuff, and it's just like, whew, I can't keep up.
Yeah, I usually just don't keep up. I'll just be honest. It's like, oh, maybe next year.
Right,
Next year.
that's usually me. I was like, when it came down to the gifts this year, you're going to laugh at me because I like to be fancy. I've always liked the fancy wrapping and the stuff like that. I mean, I'm not fancy when it comes to mini stuff, but I love a beautifully wrapped package. This year, I opened up like a little gift bag, threw all their stuff in the same gift bag, and put tissue paper on top of it and called it good. I'm done.
I do. I remember sitting and just, enjoying the whole wrapping experience. And it was a big deal to me to give a beautiful package. And now
Yeah.
I'm like, I got you a present.
Right.
That's
Right.
all I got.
That's great. Exactly. And I mean, I kind of feel bad sometimes. I'm like, you know, but at the same time, it's like I ain't got time to sit there and take an hour to wrap a package and make sure it's all perfect. And
Nope, I don't get there.
so,
I always laugh. My constant pattern of my life is I come up with what I think is a really cool idea, and I invest some time in it and not a lot of money.
mhm.
And thinking I'm going to do it all myself. I'm going to hand make it. I'm going to wholesale every bit, whatever it is. I'm very grand in the thinking.
Right.
And then we get to a point where I'm like, that is not going to happen. Let's throw some money at it and get this thing done.
Right.
And that's kind of how it goes with like the gift wrap.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was going to throw a lot of time at this gift wrap. And now we're just going to get her done.
Right. We're down to the wire. We just got to get this done.
Uh-huh.
And if you're here and you're part of the ATC mystery box, there's at least one item on my table that's going to be in my box. I am curating the February's, and that's what you would be signing up for, is the February box. And that is, card opens on the 11th and to the 18th. If you get in on the wait list, though, you get a day early, so you can be sure to get your box and not sell out. Because we only add just a few each month. We had a few boxes, and so and it not sell out, but but there's one item that's on my table. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to wait until February when you get your box and open it to see what that is. But
Are you teasing them, Amanda?
I'm teasing them.
Just flat out teasing them.
Flat out teasing. I'm a good teaser, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. But normally I would be like, can y'all guess what it is? But I'm not even going to ask for guesses because I don't want to have to answer.
You don't want to have to deny.
Right. And I'm not one to lie, so I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, you guessed it," and then be like, "No, that's not it," when it was. So I'm
right. Then what do you do? Exactly.
I'm not asking. Oh yeah. Capri says your camera shifted a little bit.
Oh, it sure did. Look at that.
Yeah.
You should see how precarious it's set up out here. You wouldn't laugh. It's on a table, balanced on a couple of books. It could go south any minute. So keep yelling if it does.
Yes, yes, Michelle curated the December box. We haven't gotten the January box yet because the box ships on the 10th of the month. And so that will ship January the 10th. And so I don't have January's box yet, but I do have stuff from this. That's how I was saying this little card, this little U, was from the December box. Shell from My Shell Bell Creations. She's one of the curators, along with Grace from the Comfy Nest with Grace, and then Lisa with Lisa Boone Designs. And Lisa has the January box that'll be coming out in a few days, mailing out.
I think that's so cool. Then it's not overwhelming for anybody, and you get a great variety. I think that's an awesome plan.
Yeah, and you get different things. It's not like one person is curating every box and has their same style. So it's like, my style comes with a little bit of my box and Grace's with hers. And it's super cool in that fact that you get like all kind of different stuff. And so I'm gonna let that chill for a minute. But I love these little cards. I don't know, like a little playing card, I guess they are. I don't know what game they're to, but somebody out there might know. It looks like a little Scrabble card to me.
Yeah, they're really interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen anything like a game that looks familiar to, but it's so cool.
Yeah, they are. I don't know either. I've never, if I'm sure it's a game, and I can confidently say I've never played it because I've never.
I'm sure of that.
I can confidently say that because I have never played that. Somebody says it's always super yummy packages. That's his Facebook user, but I don't know who said that.
Martha, I'm using matte medium as like my Mod Podge today, but yes, right now I'm just layering up the cards with some base layer stuff, and then I'm going to come back over, and then I've got my regular glues out. You could glue these down for sure and not use the Mod Podge, but since I was just really covering the whole thing, it's just a little quicker. So that's what I'm doing.
Oh, yay, Christy. Christy says my box came today. She's talking about her secret sister box came.
Oh,
well, I'm super excited that you got it today. Yay. And we'll be opening them at 5 today, or 5 Eastern, 4 Central. I'm on Eastern time. Everyone else, all the other admins are on Central time. I'm the only oddball. So
I'm drying my cards. Sorry about that. I'm going to reach them over here, but you may hear them go.
You're fine. I might have to draw mine in a little bit too here.
It's just selfish. I'm literally warming my hands up with that.
It's for pure selfish reasons that I am using this.
That's right.
That's all right. I'm a firm believer you got to do what you got to do.
That's exactly.
No shame in my game. Like, got to do what you got to do. Stay warm, whatever. Dryer equals heat. That's exactly. Hey, Lori, how are you? Facebook user is like, boo. Oh,
So far, I just decoupaged down an assortment of a book page just to get the cards covered a little bit will show. And then I had these sweet little like vellum bits. These are ATCs are the best places to use some of these little goody goodies you get. And so I put them down and got them in place. And then I just took some of the little tiny decorative papers, you know, the kind that we get on these little pads here like this.
Yes.
And then I put a layer of that on there. So that's as far as I am at this point.
Yeah, I have covered a couple, just kind of like Cheryl, just a couple with some texture or just some cards, just stuff I know I want to use. And then I'm going back and adding more stuff on top. And so I have this, I love this. I have this old magazine page. And I love these textured, where I don't know from what, but anyway, smashing fabrics in motion.
Wow. Those are cool.
They are pretty cool.
Hey, Debbie Fritz. Thank you, sweetie.
Yes, thank you for sprinkling the love. We appreciate that.
So I got a little secret Santa thing through a friend's page. So that's what I'm using. So a lot of the stuff here I just opened today, but it had some cute little wooden cutouts. And I think I'm going to paint them kind of simple and use them here. And I'm freezing, so I'm skipping right to spring. I got butterflies and bees and birds and birdhouses. We're going to think warm thoughts. So
I love it.
Warm thoughts.
Yeah, I was debating, like, what do I do? And then I started just going through stuff, and I was like, seeing more springy stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna go for spring.
That's kind of my color palette anyway. I always tend to go back to it.
Yeah. And so
let's see what we get here. I know. I heard that, Christina, about the snow. My daughter was like, not now, because she can't wait to go back to school on Monday. And we kept hoping it would snow all through break, right? So she could go play in it and all that good stuff. Now it's almost time to go back to school and it's supposed to snow. We think that's very rude.
I agree. I am not ready for snow. I don't want it. I want. I said I was going to go to the grocery store today because I live in Virginia, and one, no one can drive when it snows, and two, and I mean I say that in the nicest way because I'm one of them who can't drive when it snows, or I choose not to drive when it snows. So I'm one of them, and I don't want to have to deal with like everything, like people just running everywhere.
Yeah,
I can see your name now. I can see your name, Callie. I can see your name now. I couldn't before. It just said Facebook user, but you've given StreamYard the rights. And so Now, Cheryl, where are you exactly? Where are you located?
I live in Lee Summit, Missouri, which is just in the Kansas City metro area.
Okay. I have a good friend who lives in Missouri. So I don't know how close she is to Kansas City, but she's close to St. Louis.
Okay, I grew up in St. Louis, but it's straight across the state from us. Like
Okay.
we're on the west side and St. Louis is the east side of the state.
Okay. Yeah, she's about an hour maybe from St. Louis, I think, about an hour.
Yeah.
And so and little maybe not on that one. I don't know. I don't know where I want this. I want this, but I don't know where I want this. It's like I want it, but I can't figure out where I want it.
But where do I want it? This is the question we face.
Right, exactly. So kind of want this to go there.
That is super cute. That is super cute.
Thank you. Oh, Michelle says you're about 2 hours from her.
Yeah, you're in Wichita, I see. Well, that's not too far.
Anne Marie says, Amanda, we're in Virginia. Are you? Yes, I'm in Virginia. I'm leaving on Sunday to head to Virginia to see our kids and grandsons. I am in near Charlottesville. Well, I'm in Charlottesville, Virginia, which is like near the foothills of the Blue Ridge. And so it's kind of like if you were looking at the state and you just take your finger and you put it right in the center of the state, you're going to be really close to where I'm at. Pretty much this, they call it Central Virginia for a reason, because it's central to pretty much everywhere. We're in the center of the state. I peeled this, but I don't know that I want it. I wasn't paying attention when I picked it up, and I'm just starting to peel and read and comments, and then I'm like, I don't know that I want that.
Yep, it's hard to do all of it.
It is. And then I get like, kind of like you were saying, like a little bit on the like, oh, I got so much. Now what do I want to do?
Uh-huh.
And it takes me a minute to like go back through everything and figure out. I think you sent me these little stamps one of the times that we were doing an ATC mystery event.
May have.
Yeah,
I did have your name one time.
You did.
We definitely need to all get together and go thrifting and go to the KC scrap store. Have you ever been there, Michelle? Have you ever done that? It's like a thrift store, but it's all crafting supplies. It is like heaven. And they get all the most interesting things.
I need to come over there and go with y'all. I need to like just
come on,
drive the big vehicle over there.
Either that or rent a U-Haul to go home. That's what we used to tease about when we go somewhere. Well, we just rent a U-Haul if we can't get it all in the car.
Yeah, we can't get it all in the car, just rent a U-Haul.
That's right.
Laurie says she's in St. Louis County.
I grew up in St. Peters, so I was in St. Charles County, but in that whole area, that's where home was for me when I was growing up. Now, Michelle, you do. If you've never gone, you should look them up. It's called KC Scrap, and it is the coolest place. They take donations of all kinds of craft supplies and equipment, and then they reuse some things, and then they sell it back out. And it's just like a thrift store. It benefits. They do classes and all kinds of cool things. It is one awesome thing.
Oh, that does sound
really awesome. Yeah,
that does sound really cool.
I know that I think Chris Hunter and I were talking one time, and there's one in the Oklahoma area. So there may be some other ones.
Huh. I have never heard about that. I've never heard that. Oh, Christina says that she's 60 miles south of KC.
Yeah, she's pretty local for me.
We need to have like a little retreat.
I think it's centrally located. Everybody should just come to us. one big craft party right here.
That sounds
Well,
like a
not right
plan.
here. We wouldn't fit, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Close by.
You're like, not like literally, like right here.
Not right here, but right here. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm not necessarily central to everybody. But we do have, like, this state has anything and everything you'd want to do in it. So there's a lot of that. We have the mountains, we have beaches, we have, you know, a little bit of everything.
Oh, that sounds doable.
So, how far are you from Branson? I don't know.
Well, we actually moved from about an hour from Branson because we were in Springfield, Debbie, but now we're about 3.5 hours maybe to Branson from where we are now. So not terrible, but
You can do it in a day.
yep.
You can go down and come back in a day. Not too bad. It's kind of like Virginia Beach for us. Like, that's about 3-hour drive to Virginia Beach.
Yeah, it's not too bad. That'd be worth it for a day at the beach.
Yeah. You can go down and enjoy a day and come back that evening.
Sleep in your own bed. I like that.
That's right. Yeah. Better than some of the hotel rates at almost $400 a night.
I know, it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking.
It is. It's like, how much? I mean, I get the fact that it's, the beach and it's beautiful, yes, but at the same time, it's like, how much?
Yeah.
Do I really need to be at the beach that much? That bad? Like,
not overnight, I guess.
Right. So I have to rethink this one. But it is beautiful. And it is nice.
Yes, Michelle, you definitely have to go to Lambert. You got to catch a roll. It's not a trip unless you do.
Right. Gotta go in Lambert's one in Springfield. Never heard of it.
Yeah. It is a down-home restaurant, and it's a big place. Like, they get people by the busload, so it holds a lot of people. But what they're known for is, one, they just bring food to your table. Like, they call it pass-arounds, and it's just part of your meal experience. But if you want a hot roll, they actually have guys come out with pans full of them, and you just put your hands up and they throw them to you, like all the way across the restaurant.
Oh my
And
Lord.
so you may or may not get a roll you want to eat, but it's super fun. It's super fun.
You might end up with one on the floor.
You might, or in your lap, or it might hit you in your head as it goes by. Yep, all those things.
Yes, Karen says, I'd gladly pay hotel rates to sit on Virginia Beach. No cooking or cleaning for me. Just sit on the balcony and listen, smell, and watch the ocean. Yes.
That sounds wonderful.
That is awesome. Now, who was in North Carolina? Nancy Wilson. She's like, I'm in North Carolina. Where in North Carolina are you? You're close to me. You're not terribly far away from me.
North Carolina is another one of those great states that just has everything. Like, you come into the mountains and then you can watch it just go downhill all the way across the state till you hit the water.
Right. It is. I love Nag's Head there. We go to Nag's Head to the beaches there.
We used to go and stay on Oak Island was where we went. I had a sister who lived in Winston-Salem, which is definitely inland, but we would go see her for a couple of days and then take a few days at the beach and then go see her. And so we were Oak Islanders at the time.
That's a nice place. My niece went there. Was it last year? Year before last, something like that. She went to Oak Island and with her friends and for a week, and the pictures were beautiful.
Yeah, it was so peaceful. It was just perfect. Our kids were young at the time. Our first
Mhm.
round of kids were young at the time. And it was just so peaceful. We didn't have to worry. It was very residential and not super touristy. So it was a great family getaway kind of thing.
Yeah, I think they did a lot of like golf carting just around the place, not even like having to take a car or anything. I think they did a lot of biking and golf carting. If,
Yeah,
if
it was a
that's
great
if I'm
place.
thinking about the right place, I think I am. I'm pretty sure that's right.
You guys can't see me, but I'm sitting here looking at my shelves, seeing what's in arm's reach that I can grab to use. So
Like,
I laugh at myself when I do that. I'm like, what's close by? So I have these little fun flowers. I think they might
they're
be a cute
cute.
little texture. And I grabbed some sari silk. Kind of
Nice.
go with the colors I got today.
Yeah. I think it's just sticking to this ribbon and I'm not being able to tie my little bow. I want to try this.
Let's see. Guys up there to dry. That's right. Only use what you can reach. I think that should be a new Facebook game we play, right? You just have to
Right.
sit down and create. You can't get up to get anything and you just have to use what's there. I craft like that every day because my stuff is in so many different places that I do. I literally craft with what I can reach most of the time.
That would be a fun event.
I think I could win. I got a lot of crap stacked around. Judy,
Like,
I can see it. I can see comments, but I'm on. I don't know if you can see when I'm on. If you're looking on my page and watching, I just shared it over there. So I'm not sure how that exactly works, but I see that, Judy. I see that comment. So I may not be catching them all, but I'll go back and look.
it's sometimes hard because they go pretty quick too. The comments do, and so it's sometimes hard to catch them all. I'm sure I've missed a few myself, and so
Yeah. No, Tamara, you cannot roll your chair. That would be cheating.
that's a good question.
Good thought.
It's a good question. Like, gotta apply the rules.
That's right. We got to play by these same rules. It would be like Mystery Box, but in our own mess.
Right, exactly. Just like reach in and blindly go grab stuff. Well, that's kind of what I did. I just reached in and just grabbed some stuff from all of my different supply boxes that I had.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, this, just throwing it out on my desk and like,
Honestly, that's one of my very favorite thing about making ATC cards because you can literally make them out of anything.
you
And you
can.
only need 3 postage stamps worth of anything to make a bunch of fun ATC cards. So literally I grabbed an envelope of Happy Mail that somebody sent me and my glue and my matte medium. And I just came and that's all I had when I started. And that's all you need. You can, with that, you're good to go.
Yep.
I love that.
Reach in within camera view. That's right. Like, you need to be able to see your hands at all times. If it's not within that reach, you just don't get it.
That's right. Everybody has to craft with a dual camera, one a little further away, and then because I'd be in trouble right here. This is a little close, but
Right.
I could still pull it off. I got a lot of stuff, but let's see.
That's why I was so happy when you said yes, because I was like, I know she's got stuff.
You know, Mama P got some stuff.
I know you got some stuff. And I got some stuff. So I don't have to worry about that. But in fact, I need to go through some of my stuff and like, although I say that and I think, oh yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to declutter. And then I start to look at it and I'm like, this is too good to get rid of. And I can use that and I can use that. And then it's just like, forget it.
Yep. And thus is the end of my decluttering adventure.
Exactly. I'm always like so amazed at, those who are like, oh, well, I'm a minimalist, or I don't, like have a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, I wish on one hand, and then on the other hand, it's like, I like my stuff.
Becky, they were in a little secret Santa exchange that a page did that I was a part of. I'm not exactly sure where they came from other than that, though. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Declutter tip. Michelle, I moved here about 1.5 years ago, and we moved from a very large home that we had lived in for a few years to what is literally a tiny house. We live very small here, and we got rid of 95% of everything we owned. We brought 3 pieces of furniture, was all the furniture we even brought. But I didn't let all of my crafting stuff go. And now I'm just in a constant shuffle. So I decluttered and we moved, and the crafting stuff now is what gets me. There's just no room. There's no room for my crafting gear, and I'm not willing to part with it. Yeah, we went from about 4,500 square feet to, well, the whole house is 1,400 square feet, but it's half upstairs and half down. And Mama P doesn't do stairs. So I live in 700 square feet now. And so when I get my craft stuff out and I work, that's all great. But then it all has to go somewhere, because my craft space is actually our dining room table. There is no dedicated space. So it is just a constant disaster. And I can't ever find anything. Because it's wherever I used it last.
Right. And wherever you drug it. I'm like, I'm shaking my head, because I'm like, that's me. That's me. I have my studio down here, which is nice. My studio is down here, but then I take stuff upstairs, and then I come down here to do something, and then I'm like, well, where's that at? It's upstairs.
Yep.
And then I'm running upstairs to get it, and I'm running back downstairs, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Life as life is.
It is.
But
sometimes I wish I had one room. If we just had one extra space here, we would be great. I love having a smaller home, so much easier to keep up with. But in our other house, we had, a secondary like living room. And that really made all the difference, because you could have some stuff. And you could leave something out. That's the worst part. I just can't leave anything out. My little shed that I'm in today, it's just a 10 by 20, which is great, but it houses all my craft supplies and business stuff and all that. And so I can't craft out here year round. So yeah, that's just it. One more space. So 300 square feet would be great.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, yeah, Michelle, I could definitely craft with what I can reach, because that's what I do all the time. I got all these great supplies. That doesn't mean I can find them or get to them.
Although I will say this, you grow to your space, because I moved over from my basement into this space, and it was like, oh, this is the biggest space, because I was on the other side of my basement and I was in a smaller space. And I will never outgrow this. And my husband was like, I don't know why you're going through all that trouble. You're just gonna completely outgrow that space in no time. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's gonna be perfect. I have all this space. Blah 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 blah.
This is gonna be perfect forever.
Right. And yeah, no. Gina says, I'm in a tiny house, same small place. Mine is less than 400 square feet. Before mine was 400 square foot. I'm trying to get organized.
Well, in 400 square feet, you don't have any choice but to be organized.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm impressed, because I can tell you right now, I couldn't do it. I could not live in 400 square foot. I mean, not in the way I live today.
Right.
My husband, like, we would kill each other if we lived in 400 square foot. I couldn't do it. I'd have
There
to.
is definitely a lack of privacy when you share that size of a space, right?
Yeah. I would have to just like, yeah, I had to move out.
Somebody's got to go.
That's right. Does the husband have to come? Like, no. I know, Michelle, but it's like, like the fish. You grow to your tank size. And so all of a sudden my art studio became twice the size. Well, I have now grown to that size.
Yeah.
And so, but
I've had big houses and little houses, and one thing they all had in common, they were all full. That's it. They were all full. No matter what space we got, we fill it up.
Jana, I might be able to do it with just my dogs, or my dog and my cat. I don't have multiple dogs now. I just have one dog and a cat. And so but I might be able to do it with that. I don't know. I don't know if the dog and the cat could do it. The cat could do it, except for the fact my little border collie Kai, he's 2, he'll be 3 in November, but he loves Yo-Yo. He just loves him too much. He wants to be like Yo-Yo is my cat. He just wants to be like all over him, and Yo-Yo doesn't want him to be all over him.
So hard to imagine a cat being that way. I mean, really?
He's like, get off me, dog.
Get on with you.
Right. I don't care that you love me. I don't want you on me. I don't want you sniffing me. I don't want you like laying down beside me. So
we can be friends, but it's going to be distance friends.
Yeah, distance friends. You have to keep your distance. And Kai knows nothing about personal space. He does not understand that people nor other animals have a thing called personal space. That means nothing to him. When he came here, I had a Bernese Mountain Dog and a Border Collie mix, and he was a big puppy. I mean, he was a big dog, and he was nothing but love. And Kai would jump up on his back, like he'd be laying down. Kai would jump up on his back, crawl up on his head, and lay his head on top of Oscar's head. It was so cute. And Oscar would just lay there and like he wouldn't move. He wouldn't he just was like, okay, you want to do that? That's fine.
Come on in.
Come on. So he never taught Kai that, personal space.
That didn't help you out at all with that.
No, he didn't. He didn't help me out at all with that one. He was just like, come on. You can lay right there. It's fine.
If you need a cuddle, come on in and cuddle, I guess.
That's right. It's fine. But he was such a good puppy. Oscar was such a good boy. He would tolerate anything.
Yeah. We need tolerant pets in our house. We got a lot going on around here. So
yeah. The baby, the granddaughter, who is cute as can be, by the way.
Isn't she something? I'm not prejudiced at all, but isn't she something?
No, don't be. Yes. She is precious.
I don't know what we ever did without her. Like, what was life before Adeline? I don't even know.
Right. And like, I don't want to know, right? No. I don't want to know.
I feel the need for a word, and I don't have a word handy.
Thank you, Terry Joe. Bree is asking, where is Adeline today? Where is she at?
Oh, well, her my daughter went back to work today. The kids were back in her school district, but my son-in-law is not working today, so he has Adeline.
Okay. So
I may have to. I found these. I love these things. You guys ever seen them? They're an old thing. I don't think you can get them anymore, but they're called Proverbs, and they were made by a journaling company, K&C. Proverbs to go. There's 800 little sayings on these little things. Never spend your money before you have it. Well, you know, hey, I don't want that one on mine.
Like, I don't need that. I don't need to know that.
But I love this one. It says outside show is a poor substitute for inner worth. Now, I like that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So
the cream always rises to the top.
Oh, that's great.
I love these things. I have used so many, but they're so much fun. Seize the day, but that one's pretty big. So but I may be reduced to actually writing my own word. Now, can you imagine writing my own word?
Well, what happens? Go ahead.
I love this. Nothing is difficult if you're used to it. I don't know if I can get that in the camera. Nothing is difficult if you're used to it. How true is that?
That is
you get
true.
used to it and it's not difficult. It seems like some people would say, well, that's impossible. How do you do that? Like, I don't know. I'm just used to it.
I don't know. Just do it, right? It's just something I've always done.
Yep. They're a little wide. Okay. Besides that, Michelle, you're assuming I have an ink pen handy. I can only craft with what I got. Oh, Terry, your word for the year is grace. I love that.
Oh,
I'm actually going to craft with mine Monday. Amanda and I are both in an event with Miss Michelle.
Yes.
And I am going to craft with my word for the year. And I haven't shared it yet, so I may hold it till Monday. But, man, I needed it. So
I am thinking the same thing. I told you, like, I've had a word in the past. I don't say I hold to it very well, but I was thinking that very same thing with that event, is doing something with that word.
Yep.
I don't know what it's going to be, because it's not necessarily a word that I don't know. I have to visualize like how I'm going to be able to put that in a piece of art or something, but
yeah,
I'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. It'll be awesome.
We'll figure it out. Michelle says her word is discover.
Ooh,
I love that.
That's an encouraging word. Like, that's
yeah
word. Ooh, strength. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Terry. She says she loves our ATC.
Oh, thank you. I keep turning them around. I'm not sure you guys can even see what I'm doing, but and I got 4 tiny cards and enough stuff pulled out here to make 1,000. So I'm right on target with my normal.
I know. And then I'm still like, I have all this stuff out here to make this with, and I'm still like struggling, like, well, what am I going to put on that one? What am I going to put on that one? But I did put this little saying. It says, I'm sorry, did I just roll my eyes out loud?
Ooh.
And it has this little like sassy little girl and guy on it.
I love that.
He's like, oh, well, something. I probably stuck you down too quick. Oh, well.
Let's see. There's 2. Kind of going right side up. I'm looking for words for the last 2.
They are fun. The little snarky sayings are just, it's just fun.
They are fun.
You can just
My mother loved those little decorative plates that people would have hanging in their kitchens usually that had pretty little flowers on, but they had the snarkiest sayings on them. And I loved those. They used to crack me up.
I don't know that I've ever seen the one. I've seen little decorative plates, but none of mine I've seen ever had little snarky sayings on them. That would be right up my alley.
I'll have to find you some. I always see them around here. I had a whole wall covered with them in the big house, but that had to go.
Depending on how snarky, I'm not one to have like, but cute little things like
No,
that.
they were just cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my grandma had a little one that hung on her wall. I have it here somewhere. It says, let's see, Pa is boss, as everyone knows, but what Ma says always goes.
Always goes,
but
right. Stuff like that is just cute. Yeah. Sometimes, it can get a little too much. And I'm not into that, but
no.
I
don't want to have to be embarrassed if somebody reads it. That's how I always think. Like, are we going to get a giggle out of that, or are we going to be
embarrassed when somebody?
Am I going to be embarrassed? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she has what in her kid? And you're like, yeah, no.
Uh-huh.
I have a little Halloween shirt, and it's so cute. And I even made it. I mean, I didn't make the little thing, but I ended up getting the transfer in like a little mystery pack of transfers or something. And it's cute as it can be. It has these like wacky little bats on it that look all crazy. It says going bat.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
And it's cute as it can be, and I put it on a black shirt, and I can't wear it out in public because it says that. I was like, I wish it had just been like going bat crazy, and then not having to say, like to have the cuss word up on it. But anyway, so I wear it here just at the house. It's not wrong. but at the same time, like I just feel weird about wearing it, and even though it's not a terrible word, it's just
I know.
I just don't.
We were talking about how things have changed so much. So my husband was a high school principal before he retired. Mm-hmm. And we moved in this tiny little town where he was the principal, and he liked to go fishing. But the only place that you could buy fishing worms was at the liquor store in town.
Oh.
And if you wanted fishing worms and you didn't want to go to the liquor store, you had to drive 30 miles to, a Walmart type place.
Right.
And he would not go get his fishing worms at the liquor store because he said he didn't want a student or a parent to see him walking out of the liquor store with a little brown bag that he would have to explain. Now we wouldn't even blink at that. We wouldn't think anything of it, but it was a huge deal. It was just a huge deal in the time.
Yeah. It's funny how, like you said, things change and, but
I got busy playing and now I've got to look at your cards, Amanda. So now I've got to sit here and look at yours a bit. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I have this little one, just a little
sweet
bow with something sweet. Yeah. I haven't put a word on that yet. I was thinking about it. And I have that funny one.
Love that.
And then I have this little one that I put this little hook on, and I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I was thinking it's just a cute little prompt. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I like that.
And so maybe I have a little word there or something. But
I love that bird. That is a beautiful little bird.
A little junk journal or something. A little pocket, to put in there.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of junk journal, I want to tell you, I got you remember I from one of your auctions, your circus journal.
Oh, yes.
And I gave it to my mom for Christmas gift. And she loved it.
Oh my gosh.
And so my mom is so it's a long story, but where where we grew up, I say we because I grew up in the house she grew up in.
Okay.
And she still lives there. My mom, my dad, and it was my grandparents. And my great grandfather owned this land down by the river where the circus would come every year. Even when she was a little girl and when we were little girls, it would always come there in that bottom. Anyway, so she would, and we would too, go on the day that they would set up and the tent, and we even got to ride the elephants when
Oh
they
my God.
put the tent up with the people, with the carnival people. And so anyway, so carnivals or circuses have always been just one of those things that just bring back good memories of that for us, And so she has this old, like, flyer, how they used to have those big flyers and they would pin them up about when the circus would come to town. And she has one that's framed, and she has in her den. And so I got her that little journal to sit on the table, kind of that underneath of that picture. And
I am
because
so
all
honored.
antique circus stuff, it's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I love that. That is the best thing a creator can hear, that somebody is truly loving and using something that they made. That makes my whole day.
And so I wanted to share that with you. So let me see your cards. Are you done with your cards?
I think so. I'm just piddling a little bit. So we made this one.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I love the little lace.
Yeah, we got to have some of that. And then this little one here, just little ladies and little bows. This one doesn't have I just said that. This one doesn't have a lady. This one has a butterfly.
Nice.
Love that saying. Love that saying. And then this one just says soft.
Oh, I love the little bow made out of the lace. That is so cute. And the flower.
I love that. I always tend to, I don't know if you do, but if I make several, they all kind of wind up looking alike. They're going to have the same. That's what I can reach.
These two kind of have a similar feel. These two could go together. Sure. This one is totally like not.
This one went his own way.
This one's like not like the others. But anyway, I'm so happy that you joined me today. I hope y'all love this. I hope you'll go join the wait list and be part of our ATC Mystery Box community. It's such an awesome community, and we have so much fun. And Mama P, thank you so much for being with me today and doing this with me. I appreciate you so much for that.
Thank you for having me. I so appreciate it. I really, really do. Such fun. I'm gonna let my camera go. It may fall on me.
But yeah, hopefully it don't fall on you. Don't fall on you. Like yeah, don't know.
Does anybody else live like that? Like everything is a spit and a prayer here. It could all come crashing down any minute. Yeah.
I understand that more than you realize. Anyway, well, you all out there in Facebook land, y'all have a great rest of your day. If you're part of the ATC Mystery Box, I will see y'all at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central for our Secret Sister unboxing. I'm so excited for it. But anyway, I hope y'all come back and join us, and I hope you join us in the ATC Mystery Box. Thank you so much for being with me today and doing this with me. I appreciate it.
Anytime, sister. Just send up a flare. I'm right there.
I feel the same. If you need me, just send me a message.
All right. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.